MyGhost-Writer presents the Whispering Chronicles Chapter 1. Chapter 1, Echoes of the Past. Ellie, what are you doing out here again? Noah's voice cut through the rustling leaves, his silhouette framed against the setting sun. Ellie Hastings smiled without opening her eyes, nestled under the arching canopy of the old oak tree. Listening, she replied softly, almost as if speaking too loudly might scare away the whispers that teased her ears. Noah leaned against the tree, arms crossed. To what? Just once. I thought you'd call me out here for something normal, like stargazing. Ellie chuckled, opening her eyes to meet his skeptical gaze. Oh, come on. You don't hear it? The whispers are there, Noah. It's like they're begging to be heard. There you go again with your imagination. He smirked, shaking his head. But let's say I humor your wild theories. What do these whispers supposedly say? Ellie sat up, brushing leaves from her sweater. That's just it. They're elusive, a mix of words I can't quite catch. But whatever it is, it's haunting. It feels like an echo from the past. The next afternoon found them ensconced in their favorite corner of the Willow's Brew, the town's beloved cafe. Ellie animatedly recounted her latest experience with the whispers, painted in colors only she seemed able to perceive. So, you're suggesting it's supernatural? Noah stirred his coffee, the clinking of the spoon mingling with the cafe's usual murmur. Not necessarily. It could be anything, Ellie suggested, leaning forward. Maybe an atmospheric anomaly? But there's definitely something more. Noah studied her, pondering her earnestness. If whatever you're hearing is this real, then it might be worth checking out more than the paranormal podcasts you devour. Which is why I need you, Ellie admitted. I figured we could start at the library. Find any records or legends, see if anyone else reported some strange sounds. After a brief moment of hesitation, Noah nodded. All right, I'm in. If nothing else, I am curious why you're so convinced. Within the hour, they were winding through Willowbrook's quaint cobblestone streets. Ellie glanced at the vintage storefronts, her mind buzzing. Do you think it's something the townspeople used to know but forgot? Possibly, Noah mused. Or it's just something that only you've noticed. Maybe you're tuning into a frequency the rest of us can't. Their banter eventually carried them to the steps of the Willowbrook Public Library. Mrs. Hawthorne greeted them with a soft smile, her aura that of a sage holding untold stories. You two are quite the pair, she observed, her eyes twinkling as Ellie and Noah explained their quest. Ellie leaned forward, her voice earnest. Mrs. Hawthorne, have you ever heard about whispers around the oak tree, or any legends that could explain it? The librarian considered, her voice a melodic bridge to the past. There's a tale, few remember it now. It speaks of spirits bound by an ancient wrong, their voices lost to time. Noah's expression sharpened with intrigue. So, if these whispers are those spirits, what do they want? Before Mrs. Hawthorne could elaborate, Mr. Grayson entered the library. His worn clothes and firm stance spoke of a man with more stories than he'd let on. Evenin', Mr. Grayson greeted with a rare smile, his presence warm in contrast to the library's dusky quiet. We're trying to solve a mystery, Ellie admitted, her eyes bright with determination. Seems like you young'uns need a piece of history. He winked, a gesture beneath his grizzled exterior. An old map at my place might hold a clue or two. As the library's heavy doors closed behind them, Ellie and Noah buzzed with possibilities. The sun was setting in washes of gold as they made their way toward Lily Chen's new shop. Lily greeted them with a nod and a knowing glance. I heard you're in search of whispers. Ellie leaned against the counter, eyes gleaming. You have any leads for us, Lily? Lily smoothed out a parchment map, her voice a thread weaving family tales to town lore. Our ancestors might have known a thing or two. I can take you somewhere tied to our history. Ellie's heart skipped at this tangible promise. Perfect. Let's see what's out there. Together they stood poised at the edge of a mystery, threads of history and whispers weaving a story waiting to unfurl. The chapter closed with the trio's agreement to meet at first light, my anticipation lingering like the scarlet streaks in the twilight sky. Thank you for listening to My Ghostwriter.